Hey there, everyone. Jonathan Silva here from Pragmatic Works. What I want to look at today is just really something that's actually pretty easy to do, but seems really difficult using Excel tables inside of Microsoft Word. Now, you may be asking, well, hold on a minute. That seems really complicated to be able to have Excel populate into Word. You can control what shows up in the Word, but it's actually super, super easy. And then you may be asking, well, why in the heck would I ever want to do that? Well, let's just say that you have a Word document that you want to be able to populate with a bunch of other information, maybe making an informational flyer or something else that you maybe want to convert to a PDF down the road. But you really want this table's worth of information from Excel to be inside of it. And you like the fact that Excel has all the extra features of formulas and all those cool things that come with it that maybe building inside of Microsoft Word just isn't super easy to do out of the box. So what we can do is just very quickly and actually really easily take what we build in Excel and just put it right into Word. Here I have a split screen of an Excel file with a single table and a Word document. Just here's my sample Word doc with some stuff in it, right? What I want to do is take this table and put it right here inside of my Word document. And really, it's as simple as copy and paste. In the past, I used to take screenshots or try to recreate it by inserting a table here in Word. But what you could do is just simply go, take your table. In this case, I'll just take the values instead of the column headers because I don't need the column headers, but you can certainly do those as well. All you then need to do is copy, Control C, or right click and copy, and then take that, go to Word and paste it. Now you can do Control V and see everything from there and then make changes on how you want to go ahead and paste it in. But what I like to do in this case is right click and see the paste options. Again, you could see all this with Control V to paste as your little shortcut, but this way makes it so you can actually see what it looks like right in front of you. The first two options are simply taking the raw information. Whatever I'm copying, bring over. So keep the source formatting from our table within Word or with Excel, or merge it with our Word styling. Then the other two options here are keep the formatting or change the formatting, but link it to the original. So you can see I can link it to my Excel document with the Excel formatting, or link it to the Excel document with just this basic Word formatting. In fact, if I wanted to see the headers in here as well, I could just come here and just redo that copy and paste. Let me just do a quick select away, grab it, Control C, and come back over here, and you'll see it's the same idea. Right? Do I want to keep things or not? In this case, let's say I want to definitely link it because then we get to utilize all those cool Excel features. So I'm going to link it here, but maybe I'll just use the Word styling. Maybe I have a completely different formatted document here in Word with different styling, different features. I want to use that here. So I'll go ahead and link and use the destination style. There it is. That's the Excel table here in Word. Now, the linking part is the cool piece to this, where like if I go into my Excel table and maybe I go, you know what? I have this last one in here, or I have one of these fields in here that I just don't want to include. Well, I can come in, let's say this one here with Nate, the last one. If I just come in and delete it from Excel, notice it gets deleted inside of Word. Now, sometimes you get this extra one, so I can just go ahead and delete this extra one, but there it is. That row is gone. I don't have to worry about coming in and updating in multiple places. It automatically updates. Now, you can change some of those features from that auto update to a manual update. All you'll need to do is go into the Word table itself that you've copied in and pasted in here, right click on it, and you can see you can update the link manually, or you can come to the linked object, and then you can go ahead and edit the link. By doing it like this, or open the link will take you to the Excel file, or you go into your links in general, you can control what happens when you go ahead and set this as a link to that original source. Like if I choose links here, you get this pop-out window here, and then you can come in and then you can go ahead and let me see if there's that other table that I had there somehow got pasted in. I can come in here and say, all right, this link right here, I want to update now. I want to choose an automatic update or a manual update. I want to lock it in place. So essentially you're stopping the link at that point. You can even choose to break the link, right? And you could see how they just show up in here, and you could decide exactly how that linking works. So you really get a cool feel for the Excel options here inside of Microsoft Word. Now, let's explore a little bit more here. For instance, if I go ahead back into Excel and I come over to Excel, and a lot of you that know Excel, you know we could do really easy sums and other options in here just by typing in that Excel formula. Like for instance, if I want to sum up my amount column here, I could come in, choose any cell to put the sum into. I can select the cell, go to the formula bar and do my equals and just start typing in SUM for sum. There's my sum expression that I can utilize here. And now I could say, well, what do I want to sum up? And just go ahead and highlight the fields I want to sum. That's the table one, the amount column, just everything in amount. And then if I have new ones, it just gets added in really nicely. Well, I could do it like that, close my parentheses and click enter, and it'll sum it up for me. And you could do that right here. Well, what if you wanted to do that in the Word table that we've just added in? Copy and paste like we did with that linking does give us those features, but what if I wanted to do it out after the fact? Or maybe I don't have a linked table. Maybe I just built my own table here in Word and I want to be able to do the exact same thing. Well, we can do that just by going in, if it's in a table really simply, select where you want to put it. Now I have the link, so there it goes, it shows up. But if I wanted to go ahead and remove that in here, I can go ahead and click where I want to place it, right click, and you can see you could always do your link again, right? That's where you could do the update or break it and all that kind of good stuff. But if I wanted to essentially take that same formula and do it here, watch what I can do. If I'm inside of a table, what you'll get at the top here for your ribbon, you have your table design, like what do I want it to look like, the borders, the header, all that kind of good stuff. But we also get table layout. And inside of table layout, you get all these other options. Now, if I had full screen, I would be able to see this a little bit easier. But the option that I want to go to is on the far right in this data area. And if I click on this, what you'll see is we can have a section called formula. It's like our Excel formulas. So I can click on formula and decide what type of formula do I want to utilize. And you could see here, formula sum. And it automatically detects, oh, there's values above this. So let's do all the values above. And there it is. I have my formula. I can choose the format of the number that I want to pass in here because I'm doing a sum. So it's some type of integer, some type of number. And I could say what I want it to look like. I want it to have that $sign associated with it. I can select it here and this just simply choose OK. And there it is. It's done. And that's the really cool part about this. It's just built in as is. So I can go ahead and have the same functionality without even having the link that I could just build here inside of Word. That same little formula that we added in, technically, we could do it a different way. Like let's say if I add a new column here and I'll call it amount to, and I want to just add some values in here. I'll just put in, some numbers in here and whatever. You get the idea here, right? Let's say I want to put in another column and let's do like new amount or new total, something in here. And I want to be able to take the amount across the row in this case. So I want to add up, and for Helen, 690 plus 500. Well, if I come into this cell and do the same thing with my table layout and go to data and click on formula, what you could see here is it recognizes, oh, so you're in a new column and there's values to the left. I can do the same thing. And I could say, I wanted that formatting. I can click OK. And now we're adding up the values to the left. And you could see it's really simple. You could do that for each one if you want. You can have subtotals and grand totals and averages all built into it just right here. Really, really simple, all inside of Microsoft Word. So you get some of those nice Excel features. You can not only do that, but if you saw as I went through the formula area, right? If I want to, like, for instance, sort off of a specific field, what we could do is come on in here. And let's say I want to sort alphabetically by name. I can select, I can go over to my table layout, I can go back to data, and there's my sort. And I can choose in my sort, okay, which field do I want to sort by? I have a column. It's kind of recognizing the first option in there called name. I can choose anything else. If I didn't have that first header column field, it would be column 1 or column 2. Column 3, I just have to figure out which one. And then I could say, okay, if I'm going to do it by name, those are the names there. It's a text. In which order do I want to do that? And then all I need to do is select okay. And now what I've done is sorted it. Now I have my kind of total in here, so that's kind of why it's giving this blank, but I could have put the total somewhere else or anything like that in the far right. But now you can see it's sorted alphabetically here by name. I can do the same thing by date if I want. Again, it's that easy. You're just going to come in here, select, you're going to go back to your table layout, you're going to go back to your data, and you're going to sort it. This is something that you may not even know exists inside of Word and how you can essentially use Excel and Word interchangeably, but it's something that's really, really helpful. In this case, I could sort by date. This is a date, so I want to put in ascending order. Boom, there you are. And you could see it's all there. Now, if you want more features, we have some courses on our on-demand learning platform that go directly into working with Microsoft Word. We have our Word Fundamentals and Word Mastery course. Go check those out. You can go even deeper than what I'm showing you here. In fact, we even have a free Excel class that's here on YouTube that you could take as well. So it's got a really deep dive into working with Excel if you want to go even further than what I have. But as you notice, it's really simple. All you have to do is know where to go one time, and it's the same thing every single time. So what do you think? Do you have any other quick tips and tricks here with Microsoft Word and Excel functionality together that you want to drop in and share with the community? Go ahead and add it as a comment down below, and I'll take a look at all those comments and see what we have and try to have some of that interaction after the fact. Well, thank you so very much here for joining me for this video of how we can integrate Excel tables inside of Microsoft Word. As you can see, it's not difficult. You just need to know where to go, and then you can go on from there. Bye, everyone.